Hello guys, the editing star here. I just want to quickly say thank you for 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I am very thankful for that. And here's some more. Alright, back to the podcast. Hello everyone, welcome to another podcast episode. My name is The Star. I am The Star Crochet and I make and sell crochet and knit gifts for everyone. On this episode I talk about things like what I've been up to, any new listings, any finished objects, works in progresses, and that's about it. So what I have been up to, I have been attending a new kind of market for my crochet stuff to sell, and it is called Art Attack, and it is held at an Irish pub down, I wouldn't say downtown, but it's just held, somewhere in the city. And so I've attended one so far of those events and I did pretty good. I made 2 sales, and then tonight I have another time I will be attending. I got picked to sell for tonight as well of my stuff. And also what I've been up to is that I have been spending time with family for Thanksgiving, and yeah, that's about it really. Other than that, I've just been working machine mode, of course. And I will say that I took advantage of the Black Friday sale for the yarn that I purchased. I have not yet received the package. I know you kind of see this package right here, but this is from a different company. This is from Hobie, so I will go over the yarn that I received from there whenever I receive the yarn from Lion Brand as well. So it should be coming up pretty shortly. The next category is the sales that I have made. I have made 4 sales in total for the past 3 weeks. The first sale that I made, I have my notes right here. The first sale that I made was by the Art Attack event, and I sold a brown cow, and you'll see it right here. I sold a brown cow for $22, or no, for $20, and then I sold a pink bunny for $22. And then I made 2 Etsy listings during these past 3 weeks. And the first sale that I have made was the ivory, blue, and gray baby blanket, and that is for $50 that I sold it for. And then I also sold a green men's vest size 2XL for $30, I believe. And that is all the sales that I have made. Okay, I know I said that the new listing section is in this podcast, this episode, but it's actually not. I thought I had created a new listing, but it turns out that I didn't. And so I have finished objects instead, but I have a whole bunch of finished objects. If I were to guesstimate, I would say maybe almost 200. It's a lot, but once I show you guys what I have been making mostly, you'll understand, like, oh yeah, I see why she said that. But I want to get to the bigger finished objects first before I get to the smaller finished objects. So I have this, this regular bag right here full of finished objects, and it is typically the amigurumi when it comes to this type of stuff right here in this bag. And I also have like socks and mittens, and so yeah. So let's start with this. This is a large bunny. I'm going to be selling this for $40, I believe. And the ears, they have 2 different colors, and I had sewn on the ears correctly this time. And so this is how big she is, or he, it doesn't matter, whichever you prefer. And yeah, so I have this. This is like a lighter brown that I have made this larger bunny in. That is the first finished object. The second finished object is another large bunny, but in the color dark brown. So here it is, just like this. And then the ears have 2 colors again, and then it has a little tail in the back as well. Very cute. And yeah, this is the second finished object right here. The eyes are black, and yeah, the nose is pink. The third finished object I have is yet another bunny, but it is a size small bunny this time. I used safety eyes for her eyes, or his eyes, and this is another dark brown color, little tail in the back, and yeah. This is number 3. The fourth finished object is going to be I'm going into mittens now. I am done with the mittens project by this, showing all this right here. So this is a size large mittens. If you have been keeping up with my reels that I have been posting every day on YouTube, or the shorts on YouTube that I have been posting every day, or the reels that I have been posting every day on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, you will see that I have been working on mittens lately, that I have been finishing up the project of mittens. So I have the size large right here, and they are like a rainbow type of color. All of the yarn that I have been using lately for all of these finished objects are all acrylic. And with the bunnies, the yarn that I have used is the I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby. Same as this yarn right here. It is a variegated version of colors. And I also received this from I Love This yarn by Hobby Lobby. The next pair of mittens I have, this is a size small in white. And these are for adults, by the way, for the sizing that I have, the small, medium, and large. And let's do it this way, I guess. So this is the color white. I also got this from I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby. And it is also 100% acrylic. I like to work with acrylic because you know how people are allergic to wool sometimes, right? So I just want to make sure that I don't get anybody's skin, allergic to wool or anything. So that's why I like to work with acrylic, because it's a safe fiber, even though it's heavily synthetic, but that's okay. Because I like it because it gives like the same feeling of wool yarn sometimes. So the next pair of mittens I have is, I believe this is a size large or a size medium. There we go, it's a size medium of the color white. And all of these mittens are for unisex. It can be for men or women. And then the next finished objects I have will go into socks. So I have another pair of sock weight yarn of socks, and I got this yarn here from Hobie, and I believe it's cotton. Yes, it's 100% cotton. And I want to say, when it comes to cotton, I want to try something new. With all of the amigurumi that I'm still a lot of amigurumi, I want to try with working just with cotton yarn when it comes to making all of the animals. And I want to give that a shot and see if, the customers would really like that, the sustainability and not just plastic all the time that I would be working with. I want to try with cotton. So I want to see how that goes when making stuffed animals. I wouldn't want to make clothes with cotton yarn, at least not with industrial cotton yarn, which is more thicker than regular cotton yarn, because say if it rains one day and you're wearing a cotton shirt, it's gonna get heavy, and washing it will get heavy. But it's a safer way to wash your garment if it is made from cotton, because with that, you don't have to do a hand wash and lay flat to dry like I say with the care instructions for all of my items. You can just wash it and dry it, or you can lay it flat to dry as well, but it won't shrink. And I know like wool does that, so I haven't been working much with wool yet, but I know I will in the future. But whenever I show you guys the new items that I've made, I'll let you guys know the care instructions for everything. So far you can machine wash and machine dry, but I prefer hand wash and hang to dry or lay flat to dry. That is just what I prefer, so nothing stretches. And I have this sock right here. This is a men's sock, size large, and with this yarn that I've used right here, it is 100% acrylic from the mandala. Yeah, from the mandala. It's just like a regular version of mandala, like the first form of that kind of yarn. And it is 3 weight that I have used to make this sock. So I'll show you guys up close so you guys can see. I used the 2 knit to purl ribbing when it comes to the cuff right here, and then there's just a vanilla sock when it comes to the pattern itself. That is the next finished object. I do have the second sock to the one I just showed you. I do have it, but it's going to be in the works in progress section. The next finished objects I have, it is all messed up in here the way I've just shoved everything in here because it's, you know, I figured it would hold all of the way that I placed everything in here. I thought it would hold it, but I just need to slightly alter it. There we go. And I have the next finished object is all of these beanies, and they are baby beanies up to child beanies. So like, let's say this is preemie, this is 0 to 3 months, this is 3 to 6 months, this is 6 to 12 months, this is 12 to 18 months, and then this is size 3 to 10 years for the child. So I have that in this lighter brown that I have used. And then I also have it in white. So again, you know, I need to fix this real quick before I show you guys. There we go. Should be 6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah. 4, 5, 6. So again, this is a preemie size, and this is all in white and used with the yarn. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. Let's see, 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, 12 to 18 months, and this is a size 3 to 10 years for children. So that is it with everything in this bag right here, the finished objects bag. I have a second finished objects bag to show you the remainder of the finished objects, and you will see why. Okay, don't judge the bag that I'm using, please. It's a bag that I was able to use for now. Don't judge, please. Yeah, anyway. So all of this right here, this is what I'm talking about when I said I have over 250 finished objects. Because look at all of these flowers right here that I have used. And I'll use a handful here to show you guys what I'm talking about. So these little flowers right here, that's white, this is purple, this is green. I have been making a whole bunch of flowers because I am bringing back an item that I have made several years ago, probably almost 10 years ago. And I have just a whole bunch of flowers that I have made. And I'm sticking all of it into this Jimmy John's bag. It's a bag that a family member received through work, so hey, I can't complain. It's a big enough bag. And what I am doing with all of those little flowers is that I ordered from Amazon. I should receive this package maybe on the 7th or the 6th, I'm not sure, but I have ordered 100 of these like thin headbands to go right here, and they're like satin or silk or one of those materials. And what I'm going to do with those is I'm just going to like wrap around yarn through the flowers on the top and then just keep wrapping it around the headband, connecting more flowers. And it's going to be just like all above here is going to be a whole bunch of flowers. Not a bunch, but maybe like one at a time, side by side. And that's what it's going to be. A whole bunch of floral headbands. And I don't have any pictures, but I have used before a floral headband, but the way I did the headbands was I crocheted the headbands themselves and that they went all around the head. I don't want to do it that way again. I just want to use a regular headband and connect the flowers. But that is all of the finished objects I have. The works in progresses that I have 2 works in progresses. I want to show you first what's on my hook, and I have yet another flower. On my hook, I have been making a whole bunch of flowers, and I've just been spending so much time making them. I love the way that this project is going. I just love it so much. So this is the flower that I'm using, that I'm making. It is a yellow flower. And then the yarn that I'll show you guys right here as I reach for it, this is the amount of yarn that I have left to make the flower. And the reason why I thought of this floral headband project is because I have so much scrap yarn of so many different colors. And so I thought, I don't want to waste it. I'm just going to make floral headbands. So that is it for what's on my hook. Now, what is on my needles? Not this one. These ones right here. I am making another sock. And this is also going to be a men's sock size large. The cuff is right here. And that is how far I am on it so far. And this is the, I forgot what colorway this is, but this is what's left of the mandala yarn. And it has blue, it has dark orange, it has light orange, it has yellow, it has like a charcoal, like a gray. Yeah. And I do want to say, I know I haven't shown my cross stitch in a long time lately. That is because I messed up pretty bad on the cross stitch. And it's just, I think I was going too fast when it comes to trying to read the pattern, that I didn't take the time to count like 3 times before I made the stitches of the next color wherever it's at. And I ordered a new cross stitch and I should receive it probably in a week and a half or so. I don't have Amazon Prime, so I just use, you know, whenever I spend $35 to receive free shipping, that's what I typically do. And yeah, that is it for the works in progresses. That is it for today's episode. If you have made it this far in the video, please subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you're always notified of all the videos I make. Give this video a like if you liked what you saw in this content. And check out my social medias such as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and also check out my Patreon. I have 2 different tiers. One is $7.77 and the other tier, the stars, is $11.11. And also check out my Etsy and my website. My website is thestarcrochet.com. I finally bought a domain. I finally bought a custom domain for my Shopify. And also my Etsy is linked in the description box below as well if you are more comfortable with Etsy. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!